furries, and welcome back to Madness. Now I know that the last Maga furries video I made was like over the summer. I intended to make more, but I forgot, and I know Trump isn't even president anymore.
Heterophobia doesn't exist. Honey, yes it does. If you hate someone solely because they are straight, you are being straight phobic. Don't like your logic being used against you, huh? Well, heterophobes can literally leave my page and bye.
Yeah, guys, this is so true. When I was in high school, I would walk up to the straight people lunch table. You know, they only have lunch table because we all know they're a minority. And I would just be like, ha, you like the opposite gender. That's so weird. And then I would throw applesauce on them.
All you have to do is Google Trump denounced racism, lazy. I hate minors like you. God, go to therapy. Get a personality, says the person who shouts BLM, ACAB, and 1312 will know. And being obsessed with men being in women's sports isn't either, because Trump is the only pro-LGBT president we've ever had, period. Because he banned trans people from the military. Shut up. Do your research. You're literally mental. A service pup? God, go to therapy. Trump is literally none of those things. Stop listening to the media, lol. Frick the haters. I'm sorry someone shared this on your story to send people after you. You're why people call you guys libtards and idiots. Do better. Lol, I should shut up. What about dozens upon dozens of you frickers giving these guys shit for supporting police? This is why I hate the left-leaning political side. Y'all are hypocrites, equality, and unless you disagree with me, then end yourself.
There's a lot to unpack in this comment section. First being Trump is the only pro-LGBT president. I think both the left and right can agree that Trump is definitely not pro-LGBT. And second of all, who passed gay marriage? Obama. Second, they're just like, oh, the left says end yourself if they disagree with you, but then they're like, I hate you if you're the left for disagreeing with me. So, hypocrisy moment.
Don't be a sore loser. We'll get them next time.
I don't think you will. Maybe just take the L and move on. Also, there is just some irony with furries and Trump supporters being in one person. It's like two souls inhabiting one body.
If you support the BLM organization, unfollow me. Yes, the mask does not work for the first time here. Let's just completely suffocate everyone now by cutting off all their oxygen supply ×2. I'm sure this has not resulted in raised levels of ending yourself and depression, especially among teens and children. Absolutely not. I'm sure this was not done to push mail-in voting so election fraud could easily take place. Oh no. This is certainly not being dragged on just for political and economical gain. Oh, just the thought of it is absurd.
Yeah, the thought of that actually is absurd because these people are just mixing their conspiracy theories now to validate their own delusions. It is insane. Like this, honestly, the government being lizards is more believable to me than this shit. If you're suffocating, then your mask might be like a plastic grocery bag or something because no actual mask, it's not physically possible to suffocate you. Maybe you're just dumb?
Fuck your feelings.
This looks like something a 14-year-old would draw in history class instead of paying attention.
I'm gonna leave this here. Oh look, I made a cute drawing too.
So they've upgraded from licking the boot to fucking the boot. God is dead.
How is the fact me fearing these black thugs at night where I was with all the white hate not racist? I just hired a black.
Did you just call somebody a black? Okay. Second, when reading this, I literally just realized their display name is like a slur on top of this. That just makes sense, doesn't it?
This is for you, dumb fucks. Hashtag impeach Biden-Harris. Joe Biden is not the president. Trump 2024 to save America. Hashtag Republican. Hashtag furry. Furry Trump supporters. Bunch of little snowflake Democrats and liberal tards on TikTok. First off, I hope to God that Joe Biden burns in hell. That motherfucker is a baby killer. Bush, that's an option. You think that you go straight to hell where you belong. It's God's gift, child of God. Biden is the most dumbass of a human being.
Look at the absolute state of this spur. I don't know what's funniest. The fact that the screenshot is from Snapchat, what's being said, or the hashtags. Comment below what's the funniest part of this.
Meaningless words of the day. Indigenous, native, aboriginal.
Literally, how? This is just like, you know, the people who were, for example, in America before the colonizers came are Native Americans. That's just what they're called. You are indigenous to a land if you, like, your ancestors didn't go colonize it, you just grew up there. It's like a scientific and historical term. How is it meaningless? If you pick up any fucking history textbook, they're gonna have these words in there. Like, what do you want to call them instead?
Hey, you're not trans unless you go through surgery. Otherwise, you're just a pretentious fuck pretending to be trans.
Have you seen how fucking expensive top and bottom surgery are? Or like HRT or T? Like, I'm sorry. Personally speaking, if I was trans, I wouldn't have hundreds of thousands of dollars to just immediately put into surgeries. Maybe even ever. That shit is expensive and healthcare does not cover it. So especially if you're in America, it is incredibly difficult to pay for that kind of thing. So it's very shitty of you to just assume people can just afford that. Whatever.
Let's not forget, back in Africa ages ago, that people enslaved their own to build a nation. Only difference was whites did it better. Point is, you can blame the whites for enslavement when you're... Point is, you can't blame whites for your enslavement when you did it... When your own did it beforehand. Hell, have even brought the idea to them?
Are you actually blaming people of color for being enslaved? Like, this has to be bait. Please tell me this is a joke. Please tell me people can't be this stupid.
I find cis insulting because it's normally used in negative street phobic language, like this tweet that's very full of fear.
Damn, if you're offended by being called cis, a scientific term that describes you, imagine how trans people who are relentlessly bullied by trans folks feel.
It is a personal belief of mine that children at a young age should be numb to gore and violence. If you don't teach them, young people that get hurt, it will have long detrimental effects on them later in life.
No, if you're exposing kids to violence and gore, that's going to have long-term detrimental effects. That's going to traumatize them. You don't do that. I understand you shouldn't be super overprotective of kids, but you don't want to just be like, yes, I'm going to show you a Clockwork Orange. You know, I'm gonna make you into Alex from A Clockwork Orange. We love violence here. No, I'm sorry, that was a stupid reference. You're not just gonna be like, hey kids, let's go look at the car crash and look at the dead bodies. Look at that guy's dead. You don't do that. You don't traumatize children. Why do you want to traumatize children so badly?
Stop relying on my confirmation bias and actually explaining to me why genocide is bad. Or are you incapable of actually explaining it? By extension, I'm wasting my time.
Hello, what? Why the actual fuck would you need that explained to you? See, this is why history class is taught in school. Actually, I'm gonna just say something controversial. I think most people know that murder in general is bad. That's just kind of something you know from day one.
Who gives a fuck about him being a pedo? That's his life. It's none of our business.
Hello, FBI. I would like to report the person in this tweet.
My friend's grandma stayed inside for months, went to the market once, and now can't feed herself because COVID. But it's really cool that you get to hang out with people because it won't happen to you. Well, your grandma went outside, so it's nobody's fault but her own. What, you gonna blame the supermarket for her getting COVID? My grandparents are all dead, so be happy you have some.
Damn, bitch, this tweet wasn't about you. Who are you? There's something incredibly cringy about mixing politics and furries, and I think that's something that both the left and the right can agree with. If you guys enjoyed this video and you want more, I think I'll make another Maga Furries video at 100 likes. So if you get that there, I'll do it. Leave a comment, let me know what you think about mixing politics and furries, I guess. As always, leave a like, subscribe with notifications on. I will catch you on the flip side.